right, folks. So what happens when ex-Scotland Yard detective Billie Jean Black, played by Tamara Lawrence, who returns home to Jamaica after her mother's passing and joins the Kingston police force? Well, join us this morning to tell me that answer. To share the
really
details about the highly anticipated HBO series with award-winning writer and creator of Get Millie Black. First time I saw it, I thought it said Get Millie Back, but it is Get Millie
But is there
Black.
an element of getting Millie back in getting Millie Black?
I mean, there's an element of getting Millie.
Marlon, welcome.
Why am I there?
Welcome,
Great
brother.
seeing you again.
Yeah, man, welcome. So answer the question now.
Which one?
You just asked about 10.
Yeah.
What's this all about? I know you don't want to
Yeah,
but
without
what's
getting
this
too
all
much.
about?
In a lot of ways, it's about returning home. Millie was sent off to England when she was like 9. And for some reason, she thought her brother was dead. And then when she heard that he's alive, she just jumped on the next flight back to Jamaica. But Jamaica is not the Jamaica she left behind. And part of that, too, a lot of Jamaicans live in the diaspora. And if you leave Jamaica in 1950, you're probably still living in 1950 Jamaica. If you live in 1970, you probably still think Jacob Miller alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she comes back to a Jamaica that she doesn't really understand and trying to fit in. And because she lost her brother, she's kind of obsessed with missing children. So a missing girl fall in her lap. And the story, she thinks she's just going to find some girl who skulls school for 2 weeks. And that mystery turned into a bigger one and a bigger one. It becomes so big it goes back to involving England itself.
This is all imagination?
I hope so.
That does not answer the question, sir.
It's some of it is imagination. So my mother was a detective in Constabulary Force. She was one of the first Jamaican women to meet detective and reach inspector. And all I remember about my mother is like, she just tell you, don't go to that place next week. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then next thing you know, all sort of gun flare up the next week, and we just like, you know what, whatever. My mom would say things like, I did have $10 in my wallet to know where it gone. People forget some a detective in this house. And next day, I look a crumple up $10 bill.
Find back in place.
Oh my God! One time somebody was to teeth out one of our dresses, and she's like, people forget my detective. The dress showed back 2 sizes smaller. Because whoever teeth it wash it instead of dry clean.
Imagine that. So, sir, so it's a little bit of then fiction meets fact, as is generally the case with a lot of people's work. I remember the announcement when HBO, when it was announced that HBO was going to take The Sun. That was how many years ago? When you started?
God, what, 2 years? 2.5 years ago?
2 years to completion. Tell me what shooting was like. Tell me what editing is like. I know that it's finished.
Right. I mean, shooting is fascinating and fantastic and infuriating all at the same time. I knew this was going to be a show that's set in Kingston. And if you live in Kingston long enough, there are like 5 different Kingstons. Yeah. Like, I used to grab some uptown friends and send them downtown, like in front of Scotia, and just leave them. Because I knew they wouldn't know to get back uptown.
Experiment.
So I knew it was going to be a show where Kingston becomes the main character. And in that sense, it was just a joy shooting. A lot of these places I know.
Where are you from?
I'm from Portmore, so I'm a visitor in y'all city.
Oh, whatever. You're just right there. The Scotia is like right there on the border.
Man, Portmore, me and Cartel come from Portmore. But what was I going to say about it? Jamaicans and Kingston just really came in and supported it. Because, the cast, we hired up at any given time, we were around 200 Jamaicans working every day. At one point, it was up to 500. So to say that Jamaicans were involved in the making of this show is an understatement. It really was a sort of labor of love. Yep. I remember seeing, Dorothy and Johnny, and I'm like, hold on, I know them from Lime Tree Lane.
That must have been surreal for you.
It was kind of surreal. Because Dorothy's kind of like all of Jamaica's grandmother. and auntie, and like, you know, I think when I saw, I was like, oh, so we're gonna have actors on this show, all right?
So what did you think you were gonna have? I'm so confused.
because there is imagination in it. Did you kind of change the storyline as you went along, or from day one you didn't know, say this is what I'm going to do, and you just stuck to that?
It's not about most of it. Sticks to the thing, but with stories, things just happen. And sometimes what happened is an actor surprise you, and you're like, I want to see more of that one. And in an instant, a story can change. There are a lot of actors on this show, like China McQueen, who never acted before. Did one scene and the whole production shut down because everybody had to cry.
Wow.
You know, or actors we know from stage transferring to screen and so on. In the Jamaica, when we're filming in Jamaica, there are only 2 cast members who are not Jamaican.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And one is from Trinidad, so he can't qualify.
It's a region issue.
Yeah.
HBO taking this on is a big deal. What does this mean for you? I know you screened last week. I mean, you're an award-winning author in your own right, but having your work like transferred to screen like this, what does it mean? Is it acknowledgement, or you know?
I mean,
in this for that.
Yeah, I hope I make more money.
Yeah.
You know, it means a lot of things. I think it means that Jamaica is a place where we can tell complex stories. I think, you know, we get into a debate. Is it showing Jamaica in a good light? Is it showing Jamaica in a bad light? It's neither. Is it showing Jamaica in a complex and complicated light?
Which is what we are.
You know, when you go to New York, everybody walking around because they hope they get in an episode of Law and Order. And if they... And, you know, if this gets renewed, fingers crossed, you're going to have people who come here go, I just want to get caught in an episode of Get Millie Black. Because it's complicated and people become identify with their lives, and these people become, you know, the audience take ownership of them and their stories become our stories, and that's how this works.
This is a one-off, it's a series, what is it?
It's a series.
13 episodes?
No, it's British style, so it's like 5.
Okay.
You've done all 5?
We've done, yeah. We finished, we wrapped that a long time. Editing is a whole other thing, as your editors can tell you. That alone took another year.
Yeah, I know. But it looks good. The images look good. We can't wait to see it. You did your screening with your cast and crew last week here.
Yeah.
So that went well.
I mean, great.
For those of us who did not have the benefit of being on the cast and crew, sir, when do we see it? How do we get to watch it?
It's on HBO tonight. I forgot
Time?
exactly what. I don't remember.
Marlon, come now. I just put your TV for HBO from like 6 o'clock and just wait it out.
HBO about 9 different channels still.
It's on HBO now, and it will be on Channel 4 in the UK in January.
Oh, very nice. You're going to Britain with it.
It's an HBO Channel 4 production.
Okay.
Congrats, brother.
Okay.
Congrats so much.
Fantastic.
Congrats,
when
brother.
you're doing the second season, just remember that you have like raw talent.
Yeah?
Nearby.
No, you guys were cook talent. Like,
But no, that only means that we're very good.
Yeah, no raw.
Seasoned.
That is
we're
it.
very
Seasoned
good talent.
That is it.
Good to see you. And congrats again, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well done. I love this for us. Award-winning writer and creator of Get Millie Black, Marlon James. Set your television sets later, HBO, and watch it. We're all excited to see it. Still to come, H&L Rapid True Value, but first is news time.
Second edition.
Yes.